Good evening, everyone. I am Khushbu from Segan, and today I'm here to take you through our regular yoga program, which is not just any yoga class, but a thorough training program wherein you don't have to appear for any examination or it is under some yoga board or institute or something. It's a yoga training program which enables you to be your own yoga coach at home for yourself, for anybody in the family, as you learn the practical aspects of it and the underlying theory, the theoretical part, which is really important to understand, implement, and execute the practical aspects of it. So, allow me to share a little presentation through which I will detail you about this upcoming program. So under Segan, we keep meeting a lot more under Segan mantras, which is the section of Segan which deals with special education, as I am a special educator, a consultant homeopath, a certified yoga coach, and a sound healer. So we keep doing a lot of things under these different areas. And today we are here to talk about what this yoga program is all about. So you all must have seen it in the flyer already. This yoga program is a learning program. Learning program wherein we learn from each other. It's not just a learning program which is one-sided, and we get to learn a lot from each other. So this is purely a learning program. We don't just meet on for the live sessions only to practice yoga, but I will be taking you through a detailed theory. In the slides coming ahead, I will share about the detailed schedule, how these sessions are planned for the entire 60 days, a 2 months duration. So sorry, it's written here 1st Feb because initially it was planned that we will start the batch from 1st of February, but now the classes will be on every weekends, and the remaining weekdays we will be discussing and sharing recordings and asking a lot of questions over the closed group that we form. Excuse me for a second. Sorry. Yeah. So we will be meeting in this entire duration of 2 months for 16 live sessions, which will happen over the weekends. Other than coming from a homeopathic background, understanding the energy systems even to its depth with full faith and trust, so that gave me a different experience about it. Then a little um, related field, I would say, sound healing, which also is an uh, energy science. I learned that. I got myself trained in that. Yoga also, I have done the level 1 course under Yoga Certification Board of India. Earlier it was the Quality Council of India by Ayush Ministry. And now I'm pursuing special education into my 3rd semester, and I have a child who is on the spectrum and now 6 years. So everything put together, an integrated an integration of all these things brought me to a to a situation or a point wherein I myself was looking for something for my child which helps him understand, helps him practice yoga in such a way that is not only helpful for him therapeutically, but also he enjoys it in a fun way. Or the other way around, is not only a fun and an activity class for him, but also helps him therapeutically. जो हम बात करते हैं that yoga has benefits like it calms your mind, it reduces your anxiety, but it can happen only when we do it in the right way. There's a science behind everything, there's a technique behind everything, and there are different ways of doing it. So I had joined a lot of sessions. I learned about kids yoga, I learned about whatnot. So eventually came to this conclusion that this is something which is not going to help my child in the long run. I could send him for classes for, say, a month or 2 months or 3 months, but I really need something. I need to take charge of things and I need something which is in my hands. So I decided to try my own ways. And then I learned some kids yoga sessions and tried to incorporate the different things that I learned from various different programs, and I put them all together. And this is what brings me here. And I've also been sharing a lot of things about how I got Vian into practicing yoga, how I do not ever pressurize him to do it, but I have the skill with me for the lifetime, and it's not something that I need to try right away after I learn it. I can use the skill anytime throughout my life, not just for Vian, but for anybody in my family. So that's the beauty of it. Let's move ahead. So what do we understand by yoga? What is yoga? I'm sure most of you who had joined that session, 21 Days of Transformation, wherein we spoke in details about the science behind Pranayama yoga, because we're coming up with our Pranayama workshop also. So we discussed about the science behind yoga, sound healing, pranayama, and why we need to do something for 21 days to adopt that as a habit, to build a routine of a certain thing. Then so if you see what is yoga, the definition of yoga or the meaning of yoga or the Sanskrit word of yoga, everything will narrow it down to something which doesn't mean asanas. So yoga comes from a Sanskrit word yuj, which means union. Yoga is a union, yoga is a discovery of self, where we come to that level of exploration, that discovery, and trying to bring a connection between the outer us, the inner us. I would suggest, if you had not joined us for that session, 21 Days of Transformation series, the recording is put up on Segan Mantra's YouTube channel. I will also share its link in the description box of this, because we have spoken in details about the science, so I don't want to repeat it here. I'll just talk about the detailed structure of the program. If you want to know more about why exactly yoga, then I would suggest you go back to that session. Okay, so I'll share the link. Now let's move ahead. Why yoga for kids, we all know, but again, how yoga for kids or how yoga for us. And also, I'm sorry I've mentioned about kids here, because earlier we were running this program to train only parents so that they can help their children practice yoga, especially our children who find it more difficult to attend sessions online, wherein it's very difficult to grab the child's attention and interest to practice something which is very slow or boring. Like, it's difficult to even get the attention of adults such a practice. Unless you join it, you experience it for yourself, and there are different ways of doing it. And not every yoga class is the same class. So everyone has a different flavor to put in. What are the types of asanas you do, how you plan and schedule your entire session. So how exactly you need to do it with your kids. Earlier, the program was designed for that, but after getting inputs from the parents who have joined me in the previous batches, I have now made it a comprehensive learning program for anybody and everybody. Whoever is interested can join this program. Plus, additionally, you have some tips and techniques on how to make your children do it, even if they are not ready to do it now in the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, but eventually you will be able to make them do it because you've learned the skill, you've learned the science. So how will we do this? I have taken these screenshots from my website. After I finish the presentation, I will take you there and just scroll through that page also to show you that all the details are already there on the website. So even if after this session later you just want to go and check before you make up your mind to go ahead with it or not, you can just go through the details there. So it's a yoga at home training program which is spread over 8 weeks. We have online video training and demonstration sessions जो होंगे वो live भी होंगे, plus there will be recordings which will be shared. And so please go through this later. I will also take you through that page. Here is a small a structure which I'm sharing with you. So from 6th Feb we start, which is a Saturday. So Saturday we will meet. Time, abhi ke liye I have left it blank. Earlier I was proposing 6 a.m. in the morning, but since from 8th Feb to 28th Feb, we are doing our Pranayama workshop for 21 days, which again, anybody is free to join. But if you are enrolling for it latest by tonight, the charges for that is different, and you can register anytime before we begin with that program. The charges are different. I'll speak about it once I finish talking about the yoga program first. So 6th Feb will be the first session where we will talk about the fundamentals of yoga as to what are all the basics and how much or what percentage of yoga or what part of yoga is asanas, the pranayama, the other practices, and importance of everything, the different definitions, what it means, how it came into existence. We really need to know about this because anything which is fundamental forms the foundation, a strong foundation of something. And if we do not do this, if we skip this part, then baki ka knowledge, baki ka understanding and practice won't be that effective. So this is important, which we will do in the first session. Then Sunday, second session, we will meet and discuss about the spiritual anatomy. This will be a live session. Timings we will decide once our closed group is formed, whatever time suits everybody. And the recording of each of these sessions, just in case you are missing, I would insist join in live, because the earlier batches were mixed. Some batches had all the live sessions which did not work. Some had all the recorded sessions which did not work. So this time again I'm doing it in a very planned way, wherein weekends will be live sessions. हम सब चीजें discuss live करेंगे, and then we will be taking up all the like the first discussion would be live, and then extended discussion or questions and the previous batches recordings that we will share over the weekdays in an offline mode. So this is the structure basically. Every weekend, day 1, day 2, then day 1, day 2 in the week 2, then similarly week 3 and week 4. First week we will talk about the spiritual anatomy, which covers the 5 element theory, the guna, the doshas, all that thing. So basically the first week will cover all about yoga as a science. Then second week, we will talk about the human physiology and human psychology and how the two things are connected. Why is it that something which is causing a disturbance within, reflecting outwards on the body as something physical, and a lot of things. So we will be discussing all that in details when we meet during the live sessions. From week 3, we will start with the practice part, but talking about each thing. The day 1 will be talking and discussing and understanding the essence, the science, the technicalities, the do's, the don'ts, contraindications, and everything. And the day 2 will be the practice. Then throughout the week, you can practice with the recordings from the past batches, which I will share with you, or you can go through the same recording, which we will be doing live. So week 3 is dedicated to pranayama. Week 4 is dedicated to mudras, mantras. Same way, day 1 will be talking about it. Day 2 will be the practice part. Then with this, we will finish 1 month. Next month in the March, again, we have 4 weekends. First weekend, day 1, we will talk about all the fundamentals behind asanas. Then we will practice all the main asanas and what needs to be practiced when, what is contraindicated in a given situation, all those things. Then week 6 is dedicated to kids yoga. What are the various different techniques which you can use to make your kids not only practice asanas, but pranayama, meditation, and everything. Then brain exercise. Now this is not brain gym, but some brain exercise which we can use as fillers during our sessions with our kids. Then meditation, then yoga nidra, affirmations. In between, we will also discuss how do we plan your sessions or classes when you are taking it with your kids or anybody. So all that structuring also basically we will discuss. Then chair yoga, and the last session, even if it extends or goes beyond the time that we've decided, no problem, but the last one will be question and answers. For the first session, in fact, I wouldn't commit on any duration. In case there is something which we are discussing and it's really important and we are crossing the time duration that we've decided, we will extend the program by a week or so, but not going to leave it just like that. So be rest assured about that part specifically. And recordings also we will cover. Like recordings also will be shared. So in case you feel that you're missing on something, I will share the recordings in your convenient time. You can go through that. So this is all about the program structure. Now, from 6th of February, which is a Saturday, since the yoga program is a weekend program, 6th February, say we will start this one, 6th, 7th, and then the next week, weekend. 8th February, which is a Monday, we will be starting with a 21 days pranayama workshop. Again, for this, we had a live pranayama practice session on the full moon day, which was 29 January. Most of you attended it. Those who missed can still practice it following the recording which I've shared on YouTube, Seegan Mantras channel, the same channel where you're watching this video. So if you decide to join this, I would suggest, I don't know, but I've already extended it enough, but chalo theek hai, for anyone who's still interested in joining the 21 days pranayama, I would suggest you follow the recording tomorrow morning and make up your mind. So I'll extend the offer for tomorrow as well, but tomorrow anytime by the end of the day. If you register, the charges for the 21 days pranayama program at a stretch for 21 days, where we are meeting for 30 minutes every day. The details we've discussed in the session. When you go through the recording, you'll get to know about it in details. The charges will be 1100. And if you register after tomorrow, like after 2nd of February, 3rd February se leke 7th February tak, the charges will be 1500, and 7th February will close the registration. As 8th February, we are starting with the batch. Now, Sigen Yoga. This is a detailed 2 months long program. We are starting from this weekend, and the cost of this program is 7,000. Take your time, but only if you feel that you are in for it, register. Even if it is one participant, I will go ahead with the program, because I have seen how yoga has brought an immense change in not only Vian's life, in Vian's overall health, physical, mental, emotional, but mine as well. And I really can't express, but the recent experience with my own health, the biggest health scare I've ever faced. This is the main thing which has gotten me out of it, because you really need to be in the right mindset to help yourself first. That awareness and a lot of emotional turmoil and everything was going on, and I won't say it's the pranayama and yoga alone which helped me, but this played a major role. So if you feel that this thing is for you, how to register, where to register, I'll just quickly take you through the website page. And just a second, I need to close this. Let me directly go from here. 1 second. So this is the website, www.segancure.com. You need to go here, yoga at home. If you want to just check the structure for the program, as this is a regular program and it goes batch after batch after batch, though I do only 2 batches in a year, very at spaced intervals, as there are so many things going on. So this page will give you the same structure which I was sharing with you in that PPT. And if you want to go ahead registering, then you need to go to the events page. When you go to the events page, see, if you will be able to see here this 6th February Sigan Yoga Training Program online weekend classes. When you click on register, it will take you to the detailed description of what this yoga program is. Time currently what we've put here is 6 a.m. but again it depends what we all decide. As this is just a weekend program and pranayama sessions is spread throughout the month from 8th to 28th February, which will include weekends also, and the time for that is 6:30 to 7. So in case we go ahead with the same time, then either I will have to change the pranayama sessions timings for the weekends, or we keep some other timing here which suits everybody in the team that we come together, a closed group. So I've shared the schedule here also in details. Week 1, session 1 would be fundamentals of yoga. Session 2 would be spiritual anatomy. If you click on see all, it will show you the detailed the detailed schedule of all the weeks, the entire 2 months. Then get tickets will take you to the page where you have to register. The cost of this program is 7,000, plus here it shows you 175 as a service fee. If you pay directly from here, then that will be the amount. But if you go to the checkout page, or you can directly just drop me an email. I will share my account and Google Pay details. You can pay me directly also, and then the cost would be just 7,000. Otherwise, you will have to fill all the details, and when you click on continue here also, it will show you my GPay number. So either ways, whatever is convenient to you. So this is one program, and the other one which I was talking about, the pranayama program, 21 days pranayama, that again, if you click in details, it will show you How do you have to register for it? Same process. The fee for this is 1100. If you're paying directly from here, you can do that, or if you want my account details or the Google Pay number, you can just drop me an email and I'll share the details with you. I think I've also shared it on the Telegram group the other day because there are many other things that are going on, like the homeopathic consultations, the special education, online classes for parents, kids and all. So since I'm not at my place and a little unavailable till the 5th of February, I shared the details on Telegram group as well. But in case you want, please drop me an email because I'm not really able to check my chat windows very frequently. I'm not at my place in Pune right now. So let me just stop sharing. Yeah, so that is all about it. Now, if you have any questions after you see this recording, please feel free to put them up on the Telegram group. Please feel free to drop in your questions on the Telegram group if you are a parent. If not, then drop me an email. Yeah. So, chalo. Thank you, everyone. Those who are joining, see you all on for the yoga program 6th February and for the pranayama program 8th February. Bye bye.